Motivation is extremely important for each and every one of us. When it's absent, everything seems dull, and sooner or later life becomes tasteless. Motivation pushes us to produce and innovate. It's an energy, and without it, we can't move a single step forward. Before we talk about what makes us unmotivated, we must first examine ourselves and observe how do we cope in various circumstances. Because we're all different, we may have different reasons for lack of motivation. At some point, you may feel absolutely sick and tired of whatever you're doing, but that's very normal. In fact, human beings are not perfect, and also, you can't expect life to always flow flawlessly. You must be ready to deal with tough and unfair days. Here are 5 common reasons for a lack of motivation. Number 5. Avoidance of discomfort. It's easy to do simple tasks every day. It's even easier to lay on a couch and watch your favorite TV shows for a whole day. You don't feel any discomfort, and life's good. But what happens in your mind when you visualize yourself doing a challenging task? You examine the difficulties, and you may even give up before starting. This is because you want to avoid the frustration. The distress starts to build, and you start doubting yourself. Your desire to avoid uncomfortable feelings may play a huge role on your lack of motivation. Here's what you can do. Don't try to avoid feeling uncomfortable. Understand what causes you to feel in such a way and counteract it. Sometimes it may also help to ignore feelings and continue to work. Set milestones. Try your best to achieve that goal, and after that, take a break. Then refocus to reach another milestone. As you move on, you'll see the tasks being slowly completed, and you will fill with more and more positive energy. Hence, your motivation will grow. Number 4. You don't take care of yourself properly. The worst thing you can do to yourself is to not treat yourself properly. A recent survey found that more than 60% of U.S. adults do not engage in the recommended amount of activity. A sedentary lifestyle is more frequent than ever. Believe it or not, this kind of lifestyle may be the only reason why you're not motivated. Exercise, eat healthy, and get enough sleep. You may hear this too often, and you may give it a low importance, but these are the holy 3. It is scientifically proven that consistent exercise boosts endorphin and dopamine levels. Improvements in mood can be seen after as little as 10 minutes of aerobic activity, but it's highest after at least 20 minutes. Exercise without thinking about how hard it is and how much effort it will require from you. Remember to ignore the lazy you inside your mind. Try yoga and meditation. You don't have to necessarily assume strange positions. Meditation can be done while sitting or standing. You can also meditate while you take a walk in nature. Immerse yourself into your mind and let thoughts float. Repeat to yourself positive affirmations and believe in them. The faster you take yourself away from the incredibly dangerous zone that is sedentary lifestyle, the faster you will improve. Number 3, you don't plan. This may sound useless to you, but it is not. If you work without planning, you'll end up wasting much more time than necessary. Without a plan, chaos and improvisation will prevail, and reaching goals will become unattainable. This may demotivate you even further. Planning is everything. It's also free and needs no effort. All you need is a planner. It can be a simple notebook where you write down your goals on a piece of paper. It's also very important to not overwhelm your to-do list. If you look down at it and it all seems too difficult and long, you may end up doing none of them. Some tasks may reveal themselves to be harder than you thought, or may require more time. So, if you underestimated them and didn't get them done, you may excuse yourself for being lazy and inefficient. This will cause your loss of motivation. But don't worry, it can be easily fixed. Try to keep your tasks doable. Get rid of tasks that are not essential. Also, try to judge correctly how much time a task may take. You can also add an extra time to any task. In this case, if you finish it before that time, it will give you a positive stimulus. Quick tip: reward yourself at the end of the day after you successfully complete your to-do list. Number 2, you give up. All of us face failure at some point, whether at work, school, or in a relationship. Failure often leaves us devastated, and we end up giving up or on the verge of doing so. The more you experience failure, the more pessimistic your nature becomes towards future events. Force yourself not to quit. Remember to ignore the devil in your mind. Continue to believe in yourself and never quit. If you get scared, just continue scared. Watch movies about people who had a huge struggle in their lives and see how they overcame it. Read about successful people. Take a break and return to your tasks periodically. If you stay consistent, nothing shall stand in your way. Number 1, you are a perfectionist. It's not just you, but literally nobody is perfect. There exists no such thing as perfection. Being a perfectionist is not a positive thing. It will always prevent you from doing or even trying to do something that really matters to you. Being a perfectionist may be a major reason why you're not motivated. You set goals, and unless you complete them with flawless performance, you will not be happy. Once you imagine how you would like to complete a task, and then ask yourself if you can really do it in reality, you end up discouraged. Try to combat this by understanding that it is okay not to be perfect and not to perform perfectly. It is by far more important to make small steps consistently. Even the most successful people in history were not perfect and gave priority to single small steps. Don't set unrealistic goals and do not expect unrealistic results. As Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid." Some quick tips to stay always motivated. When you think it can't be done or it is too hard, try to counter it by thinking about many reasons why it can be done and why it is not that hard. Ask for support from a friend or meet new people who can give you positive stimulus. When self-doubt and negativity arises inside of you, try to ignore it and push yourself doing whatever the task is. After you complete it, those voices will be silenced. Watch motivational videos and movies. Read about successful people. Listen to music. Walk in nature. Get sunlight. Draw. Cook a meal. Take your dog outside and run together. Focus on things that make you feel relaxed. Clean your room, clean your pet, smile more. That's all for this video. If you found this helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next one.